Olá, pessoas. Como vocês estão? Tudo bom? Tudo bom? Tudo bom? Estamos aqui reunidos novamente para continuar esse joguinho, ver o que a gente pode retirar de informações. E é isso. E a gente vai continuar. Tá. Eu pesquisei basicamente sobre todo mundo. Deixa eu ver aqui se... o que doutor... isso aí a gente não sabe. O que o doutor... What did Doctor... Isso é uma mecânica diferente dos outros jogos que a gente jogou desse... Push him to do.
I know you're asking questions to try and get a bearing, but I'd rather not talk about that now. Let's just enjoy the getting to know you phase before the ugliness kicks in.
Ok. Vamos ver aqui. Vamos ver aqui, hint. Tá. Não avaliável por 21 segundos. Quem é outra pessoa estranha? Interessante. Eu achei essa menina, a Ellen, eu acho, estranha. Vamos lá. Hint. Wasn't it Dr. Dekker's job to be interested in her problems?
Well, yes, that's true. But still, it was nice to be listened to.
Interessante. Tá, eu tenho que começar a usar o hint mais vezes enquanto eu tô conversando com o pessoal. Tá. O problema é que agora que eu tô sabendo dessa mecânica do hint, ela tem um cooldown, né, de time. Deixa eu ver aqui. Hint. Não sei se... Tá, 16 segundos. Não sei se eu pergunto mais alguma coisa agora. Ou espero pra fazer essas perguntas no próximo dia. Essa também é estranha. Deixa eu ver. Does she know who murdered Dr. Dekker?
I don't understand what you're getting at, Doctor. Please be more specific.
Tá. Beleza, eu acho que a gente vai continuar pelo dia e fechar esse dia e depois continuar com outras perguntas. Não vou questionar todo mundo, porque... faltava esses dois, né? Vamos perguntar, foda-se. Nossa. Eu tenho a sensação que eu tenho que perguntar Eu vou perguntar ao longo das conversas. Vou continuar. Are you sure? Não, mas vamos lá.
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Ben has to say, Jaya. Ok. Me fale sobre Ben.
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
Tá. Foi o Ben que encontrou o corpo do Dr. Dekker?
Yes. Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
Deixa eu ver aqui se tem alguma coisa. Tá. Quem é o Ben?
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell.
Ok. Me fale sobre a noite de Dia dos Namorados.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre, whichever's more you.
Que isso? Vamos pegar um hint aqui. Ela mencionou a polícia. Você mencionou a polícia?
The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect.
Ok. Quem também é suspeito?
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Yeah, like little old me. Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
Ela tá perguntando se eu considero que ela é uma suspeita. Eu não sei se eu ameaçar ela vai ser bom. Eu posso falar que ela é uma suspeita. Sim, ela é uma suspeita. E não, ela não é uma suspeita. Vou falar que ela é uma suspeita.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you. They did mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you didn't agree, but I thought I'd let you know. That's very kind of you.
Interessante. Tá. O quão você conhecia o Dr. Dekker?
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only two of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Ok. Vamos pegar um hint aqui, enquanto isso. Ela sabe. Does she know how Dr. Dekker was killed?
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when.
Tá.
Por que alguém iria querer matar o Dr. Dekker? Ou eu acho que eu vou perguntar se ele tinha inimigos.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
Talvez você deva falar alguns nomes.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
Por que alguém gostaria de matar o Dr. Dekker?
He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
Você acha que algum paciente matou o Dr. Dekker por causa de algo no tratamento deles?
I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
Tá. Tá, isso aqui a gente tem. Havia pistas deixadas na coisa de assassinato?
I didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? But don't worry. That's a new chair.
Tá. Por que existe uma nova cadeira?
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose.
Tá. Tá, então vamos ver aqui se tem mais alguma... Tá, a gente tem 40 segundos de cooldown. Vou esperar esses 40 segundos e perguntar se tem algum hint a mais. Senão a gente corta pro próximo dia, eu acho. Vamos lá. Falta 5 segundos. Vai! Flamengo! Por que o Dr. Dekker estava trabalhando até
I
tarde?
don't know what Dr. Dekker was doing here, and my services weren't required that evening. He'd often stay late though, so it wasn't that unusual.
Tá. Beleza. Ela tá verde, quer dizer que não tem mais perguntas. Beleza. Eu deveria ter forçado mais o hint nos outros pacientes pra ficar em verde. Beleza.
I'm having a loop day.
Tá. O que você quer dizer com loop?
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Tá, tem cooldown de hint. Jazz, mais assistants.
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Hannah no Warcraft, né?
No. No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it.
Ah, ele era high school.
Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
Estranho. Se seria engraçado se ficássemos presos num loop. Não seria divertido.
I agree.
The fuck?
I'm having a loot day.
Caralho, véi. What the fuck? O que tá acontecendo? Caralho, véi. O que você quer dizer com loop?
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Nossa, eu tô presa num loop mesmo.
I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Na escola.
Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
Que pílula?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loot day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
Não tome o remédio.
You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Again.
Caralho, eu tô preso num loop. What the fuck?
I'm having a loot day. It's a do-over day. You won't remember it. What's the name of your assistant again?
Caralho, what the fuck?
Well done. Can you remember where I met Hannah? Yeah, great. Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me?
Deixa eu ver aqui. Nossa, 21 segundos. What the fuck, vai? Eu tô num loop. What the fuck? What the fuck? Deixa eu ver se eu consigo tirar mais alguma informação. Tá.
I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Why do you think... por que você acha que eu estou revivendo seus dias?
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory. It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. And someone somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Mano, como é que eu vou sair desse loop?
At midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black
I
out,
don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Ooh, deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away. Well, come find me if you need anything.
Tá. Clues.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god,
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next. Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. Where's your glass, Doctor?
Ok. Ok, temos bastante pessoas aqui. Como você está hoje?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Por que você queimou as roupas da Hannah?
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am.
Mas ela
Hannah
não
loved
morreu?
clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter.
Eu sei que
don't
left
even know
pode
what her
ser
favourite
também ir
season was.
embora, é
Does it matter?
metáfora.
What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Vou responder. Eu gosto do inverno.
If you like winter, You're supposed to be hard-working and analytical. I suppose that increases my chances of you curing my problem. I don't think winter was Hannah's favourite season. Not colourful enough.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Tá, ele tá pedindo pra que eu pergunte sobre o dia de São Valentino.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it.
É o mesmo cemitério onde o coveiro trabalha. Quando você deixou Henley Church?
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
Ok, temos que... O que estava escrito no epitáfio?
We walk alone without our angel.
Ok. O que o Dr. Dekker pensava de você?
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing.
Ele acha que, no caso, amaldiçoou ele por causa disso. Ele te amaldiçoou?
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
Ok. Que tipo de conselho você precisa?
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
Eu acho que ele falou que ele tem no... Eu diria na cadeira.
Set fire to the rocking chair. I never like the way it moves forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards.
Você é religioso?
I'm not religious. But when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
Ok. Deixa eu tentar mandar mais uma. What else happened to Nathan on Valentine's Day? Ah, tá, desculpa.
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
Não, procure por alguém quando você estiver seguro. Quando você estiver pronto.
Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that. I still don't think I'm ready to move forward in that respect.
O que você estava fazendo no horário do assassinato do Dr. Dekker?
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Tá. Qual é a sua maior estação, né? Sua
I
estação.
like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah, just the two of us. It's paradise.
Tá, ele era obcecado, né? Me diga um pouco sobre sua mãe.
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
Tá bom. O que aconteceu com o arqueólogo?
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
O que é um cefalópodo?
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of the ocean.
Ok. Como não tem nada aqui, eu vou passar pra outra e depois qualquer coisa eu procuro um hint. Mariana, senhora. A louca. O que você pode me dizer sobre o Dr. Dekker? Como você está se sentindo hoje?
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts, new doctor, and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
Tá, ela tá falando que ela não teve nenhum blackout e ela não foi pra praia. Novo doutor, novas esperanças, ok. Como você se sente não indo à praia?
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it.
Tá, ela meio que se sente ainda com saudades da... Por que você sente falta da praia?
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts.
Tá. Ela falou que ela vai pra lá em algum momento, mas que ajudou com os blackouts. Por que eu sou mais comportado?
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
Ah,
That's not good behavior.
tá falando
Is
que
it?
o Dr. Dekker, ele namorava os pacientes dele e não é um comportamento adequado. Qual dos pacientes dele ele namorou?
I think her name was Scarlett? One of his patients, an older woman. I guess that's how he liked them.
Ele tava namorando uma senhora chamada Scarlett. O que você pode me dizer sobre o Dr. Dekker?
We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Eles foram... Que isso, gente? Vocês apenas saíram para bebidas?
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink.
Tá, isso ela já tinha mencionado anteriormente. Por que você tomou bebidas com o Dr. Dekker?
I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day.
Alguns dias antes do dia
It
dos
wasn't a date
Valentinos.
or anything. I noticed in our sessions that he'd been acting a little strange.
Tá, ele estava agindo estranho.
Didn't seem right.
Ele não parecia bem.
I wanted to find out what was wrong.
Eu queria saber o que estava acontecendo. Vamos fazer um hint aqui. Tá, o P perguntou.
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile.
Você não é feia.
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. Makes me feel dull by comparison.
O que ela acha bonito? Deve ser alguma coisa. Que coisa bonita que você viu?
I have a recurring dream
Eu vejo
where I
que tem
find
um sonho recorrente.
beautiful in the sea.
Quando eu acho algo lindo no mar.
But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Vamos esperar um pouco.
Sorry to cut in, Doctor. I've just had a phone call from a solicitor. Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late. Okay, well, just let me know.
Que isso, gente? Ben? Quem é Ben? Preciso fazer. Quem é Ben? Ben é o cara lá do... Ben que não... Era o cara que... Ah, tá. Que encontrou o corpo da... She didn't drink. Tá. O que você estava fazendo no dia dos...
I didn't have anything to do on Valentine's Day. I washed my hair and I walked along the beach for the whole night. It's actually true.
Tá.
Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now?
Deixa eu ver aqui se tem mais um hint. Was she really washing her hair?
Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely washing my hair. Do you think my hair is pretty, Doctor?
Essa mulher é estranha. Por que você tem essa necessidade de saber se seu cabelo é bonito?
I'm insecure, Doctor. Isn't it obvious?
Ela falando que é insegura. Você tem dançado?
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear. Sometimes less.
Oh, minha senhora, calma. Você estava saindo com o Dr. Dekker?
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
Tá. Você está com alguém no momento?
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor?
Não. Não.
It sounded like an offer to me, Doctor.
Não.
It's such a mess. But thank you.
Tá. Deixa eu ver se tem mais algum hint. Isn't drinks a date?
Dr. Dekker did date his patients. Not me, I'd never agree. A drink is not a date.
Tá. Ok, eu vou parar aqui. Vou perguntar mais alguma coisa pra ele. Tá, não tem... Eu tô em cooldown. Vamos pra Ellen. A doidinha do... Como você está hoje?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Tá. Falou que alguém acusou ela de ter roubado. E a Hilda, que era aquela paciente, está ficando pior. Por que você está sendo acusada de roubar?
This?
O que você está...
Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
Tá, ela falou que esse bracelete, esse colar, foi dado por uma paciente chamada Alice antes de morrer. O que mais seus pacientes te deram?
I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Sei. Vou pegar aqui um hint aqui. Eles são todos bijuterias?
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
Eu não sei, tipo... Deixa eu ver aqui. Tá, vamos lá. Não é errado. Vamos ver.
Thank you, Doctor. That makes me feel much better. I shouldn't let what Terry says bother me so much.
Ok, Terry. Você mencionou Hilda?
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell.
Ela tá morrendo.
I need to see her before it's too late.
Eu preciso vê-la antes que seja muito tarde. Uai, mas ela não tava cuidando? Por que você precisa ver a Hilda?
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
Ok. Qual é as últimas coisas que a Hilda deveria fazer?
Hilda wants to see her daughter.
A Hilda queria
She's
ver
in Australia,
sua
so I'm going to have to use
filha.
my talent.
E gostaria de ver, mas ela está na Austrália. Que talento.
I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Ela acabou de dizer que ela é um shapeshifter. Que ela muda o rosto pra virar os aparentes. E como isso conforta eles?
I only shift at work to help my patients.
Eu apenas mudo
I don't have
o
any
trabalho.
interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
Ou pra enganar alguém. Eu não uso isso pra zoar ou pra enganar. Você pode me dizer alguma coisa sobre o Dr. Dekker?
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
Tá. O que você estava fazendo na noite de... Deixa eu perguntar aqui, ver um hint aqui. Tá, hint, ele tá falando que que você estava fazendo?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Por que esse namoro foi diferente?
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier, held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab and we went back to my place.
Que horas você chegou ao táxi?
I'm not sure what time Max left. We fooled around for a bit at my place, so early hours of the morning.
Como o Dr. Dekker estava no dia de São Valentino?
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day.
Parecia
He
bem.
seemed to be in a good mood.
Parecia ir num
It
bom...
didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Parecia que nada estava atrapalhando. Apesar que ele tinha falado que... Quem é que falou que ele não parecia muito bem? Quem foi o seu date?
His name is Max. He's really sweet, but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
Ok. Por que você ficou com o Max se ele não era do seu tipo?
What do you want me to say? It was Valentine's Day. Everyone deserves a little loving on Valentine's Day.
Ok. Me conte um pouco sobre o Max.
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Quem lhe acusou de roubar?
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK.
HSK? O que HSK é?
Healthcare serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
Entendi. Tá falando que por causa das mortes dos pacientes e os pacientes estarem dando presentes pra ela, o pessoal acha que ela é um serial killer dessas pessoas. Como você pode dizer quando as pessoas estão morrendo?
I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Ok. Deixa eu ver se tem mais um hint aqui. Porque Dr. Dekker estava em um bom humor.
We talked about families, I think. Our mums. I probably spent far too much time talking to Dr. Dekker about my mum.
Tava falando sobre mães. Tá. Beleza. Vamos conversar com a Claire. como você está hoje?
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
Nosso aniversário de morte dos pais. E ela foi pro Lake House. Como seus pais morreram?
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Tá, eles morreram carbonizados. Poisons, tipo, envenenados. O que você foi fazer no Lake House?
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Você conversou com a criança?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Claro. Não vejo problema nenhum.
Good. It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor?
Não sei. Por que essa criança estava triste?
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
What? Que peles a criança viu?
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them.
Ugh.
I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
Onde David estava hoje?
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
Estranha. Você pode conversar com a criança, eu não vejo problema.
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
O que você estava fazendo no dia de São Valentino?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him. O que você conversou com o Dr. Dekker na sua última sessão? Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As the tea.
Ele fez uma proposta pra ela, mas que ela vai levar pra... Quando seus pais morreram?
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
Ok. Como você conheceu seu marido?
Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
Tá. Falando que o marido e ela meio que já viviam no mesmo círculos sociais, então por isso que não tinha como ela... Que tipos de círculos
I don't move
exclusivos?
in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
Tá. Parentes, né? Amigos dos pais. Você ama seu marido?
Love? Yes. I suppose I always will.
Vou falar que sim. Por que a criança parecia especial?
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me. I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
Que criatura estranha que essa criança vê?
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
Tá. O que você estava fazendo na noite de...
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do.
Estranho. Por que você estava olhando o David?
He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
Mas ele caça, é meio estranho. Deixa eu fazer aqui um hint. Was at the friend's house. Vamos ver se ele pergunta. A little suspicious that she was at a friend's house.
Do you think I killed my parents?
Tá, vamos perguntar. Bryce. Como você está se sentindo hoje?
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
Por que você está saindo do controle?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
Tentaria ajudar pessoas.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
Creepy. Você pode ver algo atrás de mim?
Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything.
What? Vou falar que eu espionaria alguém.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
Que isso, meu senhor? Você espionou alguém? Que você... O que você fez depois de tirar as roupas da Jéssica? Tô achando que essa Jéssica é a Mariana.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
É meio errado, né? Roubar tirar essas fotos.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
Ok. Por quê? Por que é culpa do Dekker?
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
Mudou como, moço? Como o Dr. Dekker mudou?
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
Que conselho ele te deu?
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
Entendi. Então, o Dr. Dekker meio que forçou ele a ser imaginativo. E ele acabou gerando essa questão. Me conte mais sobre o Dr. Dekker.
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site.
Ele enterrou.
Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
Ok. O caixão do Dr. Dekker estava vazio?
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
Ele tá achando que não tinha o corpo do doutor. Por que haveria algum objeto?
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else. Or cremated. Somebody, somewhere, didn't want his body going in the ground.
Tá, alguém não
Do you
queria
want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Eu quero ser enterrado.
If you're buried, people can bring you back. You don't want to see people when they've come back.
Ok. Onde você estava no dia do Valentino?
I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme Love Conquers All. I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
Ok. Deixa eu pegar aqui. Ele falou que ele ficou numa coisa de estação de arte. Vou procurar aqui um hint. Tá.
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
Tá, que coisas a mais ele roubou?
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
Tá. Por que você não parou de ver o Dr. Dekker?
Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor? It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway.
Ele tava esperando que ele encontrasse. Eles encontraram mais relíquias?
That wretched dig goes on 24/7. 25/7, if you ask me. Your patient, Nathan, caused quite a stir. He interrupted one of the female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend. It's amazing what you hear at the coffee machine. And I suppose that's a bonus. We're allowed to use their coffee machine while they're there.
Conhece o Nathan. Ó, Bryce says Nathan were a family since all Valentine's night. Entendi. Então, a gente já tem alguma história aqui. Você já destruiu alguma coisa?
Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you.
Tá. Eu posso perguntar pro Nathan. Hint. A pile of ashes. Do you like fire?
I think fire is very primal in terms of energy. Maybe if I burn something, my days will keep rolling. Although I'm not sure you're supposed to encourage arson in these sessions, Doctor.
Tá. Bom, a gente descobriu bastante coisas, mas eu vou parar o vídeo por aqui. Já deu mais de 1 hora. A gente desvendando os mistérios. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. É isso. Beleza. Valeu.